Hello, welcome back to Biotech. So, in the last class, we studied about the digestive system, part 1 and 2. How digestion takes place in the mouth, how digestion takes place in the stomach, how digestion takes place in the small intestine, how food is absorbed, and what are the different steps involved in the digestion. So, that we have been studied about digestion. Then here we have one more small topic about the digestion regarding that digestion topic, that is health aspects of alimentary canal. Here we are going to study about health aspects of alimentary canal. See, so here we are going to see about health aspects of alimentary canal. So what is the meaning of health aspects of alimentary canal? So how can we maintain our alimentary canal or digestive system is to be fit? That is the meaning of health aspects of alimentary canal. So to be fit or to be healthy of our alimentary canal, here we need to follow some instructions. That instructions are, first and most important thing is, we have to take simple and well balanced diet we have to take. So what we are going to take the food material, that food material must be simple and well balanced diet. Well balanced diet. So what is the meaning of well balanced diet? The food which consists of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals. If all are present in the proper proportions, that is called a balanced diet. So that we should take the simple and balanced diet we have to be taken. And this food when we are taking, that food must be chewed with our teeth. Thoroughly that food must be chewed with our teeth, so that food can be easily digested when it is passing through the next parts of our digestive canal or alimentary canal. So that before swallowing the food must be chewed or grinded with the help of the teeth, or the food must be grinded, or the food must be grinded or chewed thoroughly with the help of the teeth, so that food can be easily passed to the next part of the alimentary canal and easily digestible. That is the most important thing. So chewing the food and well balanced diet is very most important thing. And next one is, after taking the food, avoid the vigorous exercise. Some of you we can do the exercise after eating the food, so that after eating the food avoid the exercise. So avoid the exercise, vigorous exercise. Avoid the exercise after the taking the food. Next, take plenty of water. Take plenty of water for the digestion of the food. See here, take plenty of water, because water is very most important component for our all the metabolic activities, either digestion, respiration, excretion, transportation. For any activity, water plays the major role. So that sufficient water is to be taken. For the healthy man, a healthy man should have been taken a minimum 5 to 6 liters of water. Every man or every person should have been taken 5 to 6 liters of water per a day to be healthy for our body. So that take plenty of water, because water cleans everything in our body, because 90% of the blood is water only. 70% of our body weight is laid by the water. So because of all these reasons, water is the chief and most important component for our healthiness. So that have been taken plenty of water for our healthiness of alimentary canal. Next one, take proper fiber rich food. So fiber rich food must be taken. So fibers, here fiber rich food should be taken. Fiber rich foods means here, suppose example, green leafy vegetables, they have rich in fibers. That means like what bottle gourd, next ridge gourd, okay, lady's finger. So this type of green leafy vegetables, they may have rich in fiber, so that the fiber rich food material should be taken, so that the that fibers can cleanse our alimentary canal, which prevents the constipation and helps in free bowel movement and helps in digestion. So that fiber rich food material should be taken. So that food materials what we have been taken, that food material should have must be fibers, so that fibers are useful for easily digesting the food and cleans the alimentary canal, okay, so that which prevents the constipation in our body. So that fiber rich food must be taken in our diet. And suppose if the food is not properly digested, what happens? Suppose if the undigested food is remained in our large intestine for a long time, so that unwanted bacteria, harmful bacteria can be assimilated, and unwanted bacteria can be synthesized in our large intestine, that leads to the different types of diseases. That's why to clean the alimentary canal, fiber rich food must be taken. So that is the most important thing. And one more important thing, what we are taking, the food should not have rich fat. మనం తీసుకునే ఫుడ్లో ఫ్యాట్ పర్సెంటేజ్ అనేది తక్కువగా ఉండాలి. ఫ్యాట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద macronutrient, but more fat, if there is more fat in our diet, that fat is unable to digest in our body. More fat, excess of fat in our body, that fails to digest in our body, that can creates the reverse peristaltic movements. Suppose if you have taken much fat, if you have taken continuously fat related food materials every day, what happens? This fat cannot be digested easily. To digest the fats, here liver should produce the more bile. If the liver cannot produce the much bile to convert the large fat molecules into small globules, what happens? Here reverse peristaltic movements can be created. Liver, it cannot adjust. If there is more fat, liver, it cannot be adjusted. If there is no sufficient bile is produced from the liver, fats cannot be digested. The emulsification process cannot be done, so that large fat molecules cannot be converted into small globules, so that liver, it cannot be adjusted if there is more fat in our diet. That's why in our body there is a reverse peristaltic movements created. When the reverse peristaltic movements created, even after eating also, that food can be coming out through the vomiting from our alimentary canal. So when the vomiting comes, see, we can feel that some bitter taste, some yellow color yellow color liquid comes out along with our food. That yellow color liquid, when it comes out through our throat, we feel that some bitter taste. So that bitter taste liquid, it is nothing but it is a bile which has the bitter to taste. So like that reverse peristaltic movements created if the food which consists of more fat in our diet. And also sometimes if we have the more temperature in our body, if we have the more temperature also, suppose when we feel fever, suppose our body temperature increases, when our body temperature increases also, see, during this condition also there might be some reverse peristaltic movements created, so that shows the vomiting. So this reverse peristaltic movements can create the vomiting. Generally, peristaltic movements which can swallow the food to the alimentary canal, but whereas reverse peristaltic movements can bring out the food material from the alimentary canal to outside. So even if the temperature increases also in our body, vomiting comes. So or the feeling of vomiting, it's called nausea, or the vomiting comes when the temperature increases. Suppose our normal body temperature is 98.4 Fahrenheit. Suppose if the more than this temperature in our body, then sometimes the reverse peristaltic movements can be created. And suppose if there is any stale food, sometimes here we can see if there is any stale food means పాచిపోయిన అన్నం కదా, లేకపోతే పాడైపోయింది కదా, పాచిపోయిన అన్నానికి ఇంకా ఒకవేళ తీసుకున్నా కూడా ఈ స్టేల్డ్ ఫుడ్ అనేది మన డైజెస్టివ్ కెనాల్ యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయదు, ఎలిమెంటరీ కెనాల్ యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయదు, కాబట్టి దట్ కెన్ క్రియేట్స్ ద రివర్స్ పెరిస్టాల్టిక్ మూమెంట్స్ అండ్ సెండ్స్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ది బాడీ. డ్యూరింగ్ దిట్ కండిషన్ ఆల్సో వామిటింగ్ కమ్స్. సో reverse peristaltic movement occurs. In all these conditions, suppose when the fat is more, when the temperature increases, when the stale food, okay, when the food is not completely digested, if there is more fats, in these all the conditions reverse peristaltic movement created and food comes out in the process of vomiting. Such condition is called, okay, reverse peristaltic movements. So these reverse peristaltic movements can bring out all the food materials from our stomach to outside. So we should have the proper well balanced diet and simple well balanced diet. Drink plenty of water and rich content of fiber should be taken. Okay, if we follow these methods, so that our alimentary canal will be healthy. And one more important fact here, suppose if we do not have the proper food habitation, regular food habitations, that means regular timing, in a regular timing if you do not have the food habitation, what happens, there is also chances for the peptic ulcers. One more important thing, peptic ulcers also created the persons those who are busy, or the person those who are in busy condition, those who are forget to eat the food materials. So in these conditions they may get some peptic ulcers. So that every day, in every regular timing, we should have the food habitation. So otherwise the peptic ulcers may be created in our intestine. So this is also one of the most important thing. In the recent researches, here we can understand this peptic ulcers also caused by one bacteria. The recent researchers, the scientists, they have discovered that Helicobacter pylori, very important, Helicobacter pylori. So this is also one of the bacteria. This Helicobacter pylori అనే బ్యాక్టీరియా వల్ల కూడా ఇక్కడ మనకి పెప్టిక్ అల్సర్స్ అనేవి వస్తాయని ఈ రీసెంట్ రీసెర్చెస్లో తేలింది. ఎందుకంటే జనరల్గా బ్యాక్టీరియా it has a cell wall. See, this bacteria cell wall, if it is damaged by the antibiotics, so these peptic ulcers can be cured. So on the basis of this process, even scientists, they have discovered that the peptic ulcers also caused by a bacteria which name is Helicobacter pylori. This is discovered by Marshall and Warren అనే ఇద్దరు scientists. Marshall and Warren. So Marshall and Warren, in 8th class biology book we will study this. The Marshall and Warren, they discovered that even peptic ulcers also caused by the Helicobacter pylori. So that to be healthy in our alimentary canal, so we need to follow these steps. Okay, so this is about the small topic about health aspects of alimentary canal. Thank you.